your internet do that? Big week of hockey here at the Wells Fargo Center. 3 games against 3 quality opponents. Reggie Leach banging the drum right now to get this one started as the Flyers and Flames will wrap up their season series. First visit by the Flames and Johnny Gaudreau in just about 2 calendar years.
Yeah, you can see his numbers right there. The 11 assists lead the Calgary Flames. Very skillful player that always pumped up to play against the team you grew up watching.
He's done well, as you might expect, in this building. 2 goals, 5 assists in his 5 games. A building where he used to come to watch the Flyers play as a youngster, of course. North Jersey native. And 3-year teammate of Kevin Hayes. Back in his collegiate days at BC. No delay getting this one started. Ivan Provorov over by the Flyers bench. First period will be big in this one, Jonesy. The Flames, they don't come from behind that often to win. They just dominate teams in the first and then just shut them down. So Flyers want a good start here tonight. Underway. Ivan Provorov with the puck will send it off the stick of Sean Couturier deep into the Calgary zone. Markstrom out of his net. He plays the puck a lot. He's a weapon for them that way. Got it up the wall, and there is Gaudreau handling it on his first shift to the Philadelphia line. Swings wide to the left wing and rolls it around behind the net. Matthew Tkachuk crashing it after. Flyers get to it, move it ahead, and out to center ice. Reaching for it there, James Van Riemsdyk. It'll bounce free. Rasmus Andersson, fine defenseman for the Flames, their ice time leader. Plays it across ice, then the puck comes back to him. And now he'll fling it up the middle, and there is Gaudreau, still out on the ice. Gaudreau on the right wing with a backhander, fought off by Hart. It trickles back to him. He can't control it. Monahan kicked it free, but the Flyers get to it and send it ahead, hoping for Hayes. They miss Kevin, and that makes this icing and our first whistle.
There's Alain Vigneault talking before the game about how aggressively he wants his team to play. He wants them winning those one-on-one battles. It was a good battle in front of Carter Hart just moments ago. Rasmus Ristolainen doing the job defensively. There's Daryl Sutter, who's got his team looking like a Sutter team so far this year. Came in midpoint of last season, and this year they look much more organized and much more like Daryl likes them to play.
Interesting, because there were some players off of last year who were saying, they probably just don't fit the Daryl Sutter system. This year they all seem to fit pretty well.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. He's a great hockey man.
Flyers win the draw. They've had a couple of rough nights in the face-off circle the last 2 games. They've dropped out of the top 5 in the league. However, the Flames get the puck back. Here's Monahan. Going to center that one. It deflects up in the air to Blake Coleman, the former Tampa Bay Lightning performer. Came over as player that they really coveted, and now they're playing him on the second line with Monahan and Andrew Mangiapane, and Flames have loved this line since they put it together. There's Chris Tanev at the Calgary line, plays it to Mangiapane, and he'll tip it into the Philadelphia zone. Flyers are back in good shape. Provorov will go to the right wing. Cam Atkinson, he's swarmed upon and dumped, gets back up, backhands to center. Farabee bunts it to the red line, but Monahan's waiting for it. He'll get some time and then fling deep into the Philadelphia zone. Provorov steps in front of Eric Branson, the defenseman. Got the puck to Justin Braun. Ryan Ellis for the time being, and he was placed on injured reserve with Nick Seeler up on emergency conditions right now. But you can surmise the Flyers won't have Ellis for a while, and they're going to have to figure out a way to move on without him. It's a big loss as they get this puck deep, but they've played a lot without him already, won a lot of hockey games without him, so they got to figure out to continue to do that. Yeah, and Sealer's done well in the games that he's played, but Justin Braun has been outstanding. He's been the Flyers' best defenseman so far. They're asking a lot of a veteran D-man. Zach McEwen does bump Markstrom there as Markstrom came out to play the puck. Referee looks at it. No damage done. Furman South and Tom Chmielewski are your referees. Patrick Brown back in lineup to the backhand. Send it through the blue paint. There's Sealer at the point across to Keith Yandel. To Sealer for the blast. It takes off and goes to the glass and all the way out to Milan Lucic. His pass finds Brad Richardson, the veteran pivot, and he'll chip it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Sealer first to it, and the delayed offside is whistled as the Flames touch the puck. Well, we talked about the Flames in the first, and there are the numbers. They're the best team by goal differential in the NHL in the first stanza. +10 this early in the year is pretty darn good. You'll notice the 4 teams on that list are having pretty good starts.
Yeah, and Calgary plays really well with the lead. So when you're scoring that many goals in the first period, you're setting yourself up for a strong start, and they needed it. They've got, on paper, a very good-looking hockey club, and expectations have to be gaining momentum for the Calgary Flames from their fans.
17 first period goals they've scored. It's tied for most in the NHL, and they don't allow many goals in any period. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. Here's Gaudreau moving well. Swings wide, the shot. Glove save, Hart. Johnny Gaudreau so quick with those hands, but Hart was ready. The Flyers, on the other hand, are a resilient bunch, as they are the best in the NHL here in the early season at bouncing back from a loss. Perfect 5 for 5 after any setback, whether it's a regulation loss or in extra time. That bodes well for a team. That means you're not going to have losing streaks. You avoid losing streaks, long ones, you're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with goaltending. That was a great save by Carter Hart on Johnny Gaudreau.
There's Braun joining the rush. He got hooked. Took the shot on a second try, and the save made by Markstrom. It was not a hook according to the official, just a stick check. It certainly disrupted Braun. Van Riemsdyk bodied. There won't be any easy battles for pucks against this team. You're really going to have to get your nose dirty to win those pucks. This Lindholm moves up, drops it back. Here's Gaudreau with a shot. And that one blocked off by Provorov, the Flyers shot block leader. It'll bounce free, and it's dropped back to Provorov. So Provorov will wait as the Flyers change up. 5 shots early, 3 belong to Calgary, 2 for the Flyers. Sanheim off the stick of Hayes, didn't get it deep. Connie jumps on it, and looks to set forth. He scored 9 of his 10 goals on the road. He's also scored a bunch in the first period, 6 of them in the first period. He's been helping the Flames get those leads we just talked about. Scramble for the puck. Stalainen will roll it around behind the net for Travis Sanheim up the wall, but Zadorov waiting for that. Pops ahead. He's looking around. It bounces to Farabee. Joel Farabee up the left wing, marked by Goodbranson. They'll roll it deep and chase, but there's Markstrom again. Out of the net. Got it to Zadorov. He's checked by Farabee, who got it in front. Atkinson trying to get that puck to settle down, but he was checked. Good work by Farabee on the forecheck. Now it comes free again. Hayes whacks at it. It bounces cross ice. And now out to center where Sanheim will get to Ristolainen. He takes a hit from Zadorov. 2 players who do not shy away from physical contact as the puck goes deep.
Yeah, and usually don't run into each other very often.
That's
Both
true.
guys defensemen, but Zadorov went out of his way to make contact there.
This is icing against the Flames.
So Calgary's got 3 shots in the game, and Johnny Gaudreau's got all 3 of them. Started the game with a backhand opportunity using his speed. There's a wrist shot that he just flips into the zone using his quickness. Here's the backhand right there, gets it to the net. Carter Hart makes the save there. Here's the quick wrist shot underneath the stick of Braun, and another shot there that's blocked by Ivan Provorov. A good defensive play by Provorov.
Derek Brassard out with his line mates. They're the same line mates, Lawton and Konechny, but Brassard's playing the middle. Lawton's playing on the wing. We got a penalty right off of that face-off. And we'll see as Backlund got scraped, and so it's a Flyer penalty. We'll see if it's 2 or 4 as Brassard goes to the box.
19 Philadelphia, 2 minutes for high sticking.
Yeah, it happened right along the boards. Brassard's stick comes up in the air as he tries to chase down the puck, and right there he clips Backlund. Backlund throws his head up in the air there, and the referee across the ice signals the penalty. Brassard's in the box. Not a big complaint from him. No blood though, so it's just a minor penalty.
Flames did damage on the power play in the earlier meeting, a 4-0 win for Calgary back in late October. They were 2 for 5. Provorov behind the net. That puck came free. Braun got his stick on it, but Monahan will get it back to the point. Anderson across for Gaudreau. Moves inside of the net, back out in front. That shot batted around. It's still in front. Dropped to the ice. Gaudreau after it. Still loose, and Johnny Gaudreau has it. They'll get it back to the point to Anderson. And now it's Gaudreau. Great puck movement by the Flames down low right there. Kachuk tumbles to the ice. Flyers get the puck and clear it all the way down. I'd like to get Kachuk in front and then have Gaudreau and Lindholm throw that puck around. There are the numbers. Flyers penalty kill up to 14th. It's been good lately. And a solid power play for this Flames team. Anderson across. Monahan takes a look, fires, and that's deflected up into the safety netting.
Flyers doing a good job in winning some of these puck battles. The Flames can snap it around. You'll see some really quick passing plays. Looking for Lindholm there. His shot is blocked by Braun, and then some good help defensively again. Look at Braun's positioning right there. The shot looked like it might have gone wide, but Brown's there to help Braun out, and the Flyers are able to take some seconds off this penalty.
Justin Braun, 14 blocks in his last 3 games, not including this one. I think he just added another one to his total right there. He's doing pretty much everything for the Flyers so far this year.
Yes, he is. And Ristolainen's not far behind of the way he's played over the last 4 games as well. He's really looking comfortable on the back end.
Halfway through this Calgary power play, puck bounce free. They're offside at the Philadelphia line.
Well, be here when the Flyers take on Tampa Bay on Thursday, Boston on Saturday, and Carolina on Black Friday. Tough schedule. Tickets for all November games are on sale now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. Some big-time opponents coming in to play the Flyers.
Just doesn't get any easier this month. It's a tough month for that. One game maybe before the season you thought was one that might be okay, that's a game you can win handily, was the game against the Devils. Forget about that. Nope. The Devils are playing some great hockey.
Columbus, they're playing good hockey.
Anybody in the Met, right?
Yep.
Anderson to Monahan, trying to center, went off his skate, then the side of the net. Gaudreau gets to the loose puck. Johnny Gaudreau for Monahan, who got his season going against the Flyers, to Anderson for the blast. Hart made the save. He took a peek around, but it's taken care of by Braun, but the Flames swarm upon him, and here's Gaudreau. Gaudreau got the puck to Monahan. Monahan holds in front. Tkachuk could not tip it home. Back out to Rasmus Andersson. 20 seconds on the power play. He'll flip it side of the net. Out it comes to Lindholm. Back out Anderson. Leans into one. And the save by Hart. Might have been deflected. But Hart able to get a piece of it. Deflected to the corner. Lindholm has it back. Lindholm had a little trouble with it. Getting to him is Provorov. Power play is ending. Tkachuk can't control the puck. Out of the box jumps Brassard. Flyers will try to get the puck to him. It's too far out in front, but they do kill it off. And they are onside. As Giroux thought he was offside as he played that puck in, but no whistle came. Here's Couturier around behind the net for Brassard. Brassard checked by Anderson. Couturier tracks it down in the corner. Giroux whips it up the wall. All the way out it goes to Sanheim. Now to Sanheim, takes a look at things. Gets it right back down low to Giroux for Couturier. Tried to maneuver out in front, but Anderson was there and never got to the dangerous area. Tanev up the wall. Sanheim a good read. Steals the puck. Cross-ice pass is snuffed out by Anderson. He'll headman. Here's Lucic. And from the red line, plays it in. Really good pace to this one. As we get going, 12:25 remaining in this first period. Shot from the point. Deflected, went wide. Karam off the back wall, played ahead. Sanheim moved it to center. Rattles around. Flyers finally get control. Van Riemsdyk spins it along the kick plate all the way around to Couturier. Let it go, but the handle was not at the point. Has to play it in center ice. Cross for Sanheim, and he'll float one into the glove of Markstrom. He'll just bat it down and let Zadorov handle the puck. 4 shots apiece, 8 minutes in. Zadorov ahead, Mangiapane. His pass in the middle. Blake Coleman will skim that in off the glass. Sealer back. Mangiapane gives him some rough treatment. Konechny with good support. Got that puck to Lawton. Lawton all the way across ice. Yandel trying to join the rush, but it's too far out in front of him. Zadorov will play. Zadorov ahead. Some open ice here for Mangiapane. Yandel's tripped up. What looked like interference. No call made. Mangiapane will back at it. Now broken stick out there as Hayes is without a stick. Coleman had his pass intercepted by Konechny. Hayes going to the bench to try to get a new stick. And now we get a whistle as the puck evidently frozen behind the net. And then we get a haymaker thrown there by Coleman toward Lawton as they yap. Konechny's not happy, but it appears as though peace will prevail. We'll be back. Stream the orange and black with the My Teams app, presented by your Delaware Valley Chevy dealers.
You don't want to miss out on the way Justin Braun has been bringing it to Braun. We're going to call it bringing it to Braun right now, blocking shots as he has done consistently to start the season, making good, solid defensive plays. And this is the part you love, JJ. Flying up the ice, creating an offensive opportunity, eventually gets a shot on goal. Here's the slew foot that Coleman got away with on Yandel that brought the crowd around after the whistle went. A couple cross checks from Yandel to the back of Coleman, and then Lawton came up and had a few words for Coleman as well.
I thought maybe Yandel had gone down on his own, but replay shows otherwise, and that should have been called. It almost led to an odd man rush. Tanev across, shot from the point, deflected, and Hart makes the save. Lindholm got his stick on that. He's always right around the net. Now Tkachuk across to Gaudreau. He waits, he fires, save Hart, and he'll cover. Johnny Gaudreau is, as usual here in this building, amped up.
Yeah, man, he's got an extremely deceptive shot that he disguises well, and he's trying to beat Carter Hart up high, but he did not place that shot where he wanted to. Hart, give him credit. Great positioning again, allows that puck to hit him, and then alertly gets his glove on top of it. Johnny Gaudreau all over it in period number 1.
He's been quiet of late. 1 point in his last 4, still leads the Flames in assists. And he has 15 career points in 12 games against the team you rooted for as a kid. This draw to the right of Carter Hart. Stopped all 6 Calgary shots so far. Konecny kicks it free to Ristolainen. He's bouncing on him, got it to the line. Konecny got it out. Flyers move up, joining is Sanheim. Playing it off in the left wing for Lawton, a little too far out in front of him. Lawton and Anderson after the puck. Anderson to Michael Backlund. Checked by Konecny. Rolls free to the other side. Broussard hustles over, good pursuit of the puck. So Lawton trying to center to Konecny. Intercepted by Anderson, and he'll get it ahead. Dylan Dubé. Back to Anderson. Anderson hands off, up the middle. And it's tipped to the wall, played by Lewis, right back across for Backlund. Backlund wheels out to the line and then shovels it to the corner. Lewis, the former King, goes after it. Wiping out with Sanheim, but he got the puck to Ristolainen. And now Konecny will send to Broussard, and Broussard sends it in on goal. He's going to chase in after it, force Markstrom to keep it in play, and he does to Zadorov. Gets to Tyler Pitlick, the former Flyer, missed the last game with an injury. He's back in, obviously. Got that puck off from the shot by Richardson that's snared by Hart. Really good pace to this game. Powerful connection presented by Xfinity. Xfinity XFi delivers a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection that you can count on. Xfinity XFi, can your internet do that?
Flyers making a late change here. The 4th line steps on the ice as Kevin Hayes heads back towards the bench. McEwen's line has played very well, especially when Brown's been in the lineup.
Yeah, Oscar Lindblom, a healthy scratch. Flyers want Oscar just to have a reset. Did not have a good game in Dallas. Was playing on the 4th line, was -3, and he'll be back in to the lineup, one would assume, pretty quickly. But Patrick Brown was scratched with Kevin Hayes getting back into the lineup for that Dallas game, and didn't deserve to be scratched. He was coming off a very strong game in Carolina. Zadorov had that one deflect into the crowd as he was forced by McEwen. We've passed the midpoint of the first period. No score yet. Flyers and Flames, the Jersey Boys, the subject of our Taco Bell take tonight. Johnny Gaudreau on the left, James Van Riemsdyk on the right. They are 2 and 3 among New Jersey-born players in NHL history, trailing only Bobby Ryan, and they're not that far away from #1. Randy Wood is 4th. There's some younger New Jersey players that are not quite on this list yet, but Van Riemsdyk and Gaudreau certainly guys that I know all young hockey players in New Jersey kind of follow. My son was one of them. Johnny Gaudreau and Van Riemsdyk having excellent NHL careers.
Yeah, 2 players that play the game differently. Both guys very productive. JVR, big power forward, great in the power play, and Johnny Gaudreau dancing around the ice, making great plays like he has in the first period.
Lindholm a shot here. Gaudreau tried to get his stick on that, and he may have. Hart able to knock it down and cover up.
Yeah, I think he tipped that shot as well, so he has had the majority of the Calgary Flames shots in this game. There's the shot. Watch the stick of Gaudreau.
No,
Maybe have missed it.
Didn't quite get that.
Looks like Carter Hart just makes the original stop, and Johnny Gaudreau could have used a little more height on that one.
It's one thing he's not got a lot of, but he's somehow been able to make it anyhow. Here comes Lindholm. This line looks dangerous. Lindholm the shot, and Hart calmly makes the save to the corner. Gaudreau pestered by Braun. Gets it back out. Shillington a shot. That changes direction, and they score. Oliver Shillington firing. I believe it went off a flyer, completely changed direction. And the Flames take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Johnny Gaudreau made the bank pass to the point, and I think it goes off of Sean Couturier, but there was another Flame right in behind Couturier as well. There's the shot. And it looks like it was off the shin pads of Couturier and manages to slip past Carter Hart, who was not expecting that puck to change direction. And right there, as Boots was trying to squeeze that puck, and you can see Sean's reaction as he heads over to the Flyers bench.
So Oliver Shillington will get his 3rd goal and his 11th point of the year. Couturier stews on the bench. Shillington last year played 8 games. He was like the taxi squad guy for the Flames. This year he's leading their defense scoring points. He has been quite a revelation so far, although this one's a dirty but good goal, but they all count. And so the Flyers do not have that all-important first goal. Flames looking to add to their lead. That puck bounces free, rolls out to Anderson. Down behind the net. Ristolainen will try to get it to Atkinson. He's bodied, has to push it back. Sanheim tries this side, and Anderson's waiting for that. Now finally he's forced out to center, but Blake Coleman picks up the puck. Coleman gains the line. His cross-ice pass tipped by Hayes. Atkinson, though, swamped upon, popped it up. Giovanni get the puck out, and the shot from Monahan is blocked off. And they'll move it to Farabee, who twisted out to center, but a good shift after goal by the Flames, spent entirely in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they're starting to win those one-on-one puck battles, something that we felt would be a key to this game. It was Gaudreau's line that set up Shillington at the point, and now the Flyers not doing a good job of gaining the offensive blue line, and are going to have to turn things around here in a hurry.
Yandel cross ice. Bearing on in is Brassard. He gets to Konechny. Konechny the shot. Save made Markstrom. Boxed it around a bit, but he's able to cover up.
Who's got the best fans?
That's a very good question.
Let's put up a poll.
Come on, England.
With WebEx, the McLaren F1 team and their fans are competing like never before. WebEx, driving hybrid work.
Brassard's had his legs moving here in period number 1 and tried to make a little play there towards the net. Keep an eye on him as this game moves forward. Looks much more comfortable at center.
In the high slot, Lawton wrapped up, no call. Here's Brassard, he waits, centers it, oh, Konechny! Couldn't finish as Markstrom went sliding across, huge hit. Brassard is trying to get in there as a Flyer is down. Konechny just now getting to his knees. Nick Seeler jumps to the scene to defend his teammate as Konechny went head first toward the boards and is grimacing as he gets back to his skates.
And it was Backlund that ran him into the end boards. Konechny just missing the scoring opportunity with the pass from Brassard. And then he went in awkwardly because of the push right there from behind by Backlund. That's a very dangerous play, and the officials are going to have a good discussion about this one. That is a play that can end up being a nightmare. As you can see where he pushes him.
It's a great look at it. Great look at a bad play.
It's going to be a minor penalty.
Calgary penalty. 2-minute minor boarding.
After a discussion. And the fans here do not agree. And you wonder if Travis lays longer if they end up giving the major penalty, but he does the right thing. He gets up and heads to the bench. Here's the chance. Nice saucer pass from Brassard, and it just kind of rolls on TK. That's where he's got to be to score the goals right now.
He is getting chances, Jones. He leads the team on the year, but not punching them home with just the 1 goal in his last 10 games. And in a lot of cases, not getting the puck on net like that.
Yeah, that one just rolled on him, but I like the way that line's looked in the first period. They've been the Flyers most effective in the offensive zone, and Travis out here on the power play.
So he's good to go. That's a great sign as this power play gets underway. They win the puck battles. Konechny gets in there and work that puck free and spin it back out to Yandel. Well done. Cross ice. Giroux checked by Mangiapane, and that puck ends up in the Calgary bench. So they'll move that face-off back down deep in the Calgary zone.
Well, making an unforgettable holiday season with Flyers Santa Sacks. Each gift pack includes game tickets, the 2021 collectible gritty ornament, autographed items, and more. Shop now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Big power play here for the Flyers. They try to turn the momentum of this game around. Power play scuffling, as we know if you've been following this team. Blake Coleman gets that puck. Flyers can't win the draw, and Coleman will send it diagonally in. Trevor Lewis first to it. Handel stands him up. Couturier and Giroux arrive to jab the puck free. Couturier has to hustle to try to keep it away from Coleman. Moves it ahead for Van Riemsdyk. Now he has to deal with Coleman. Finally, it's Yandel. Keith Yandel, no points in his last 10 games. That's a sure sign the power play is struggling. 8th best penalty killing team. Flyers power play, which began the year up near the top 5 or 6, now in the bottom third. 1 for the last 15, 2 for the last 27. Konechny got that back out to Yandel. And it will play back to Konechny. He's got room, but he's going to settle it and go back to Yandel in the slot for a shot. Wide out the other side. Couturier! He could not hammer it home as Markstrom got across. Now gloves and sticks get up in front. Whoa, Couturier getting some real rough treatment. My good Branson. How did that not go in? Couturier, I think, is asking that question right now. He thinks it might have been in.
Well, our buddy Bill Clement's around town, and that's a telescopic leg from Markstrom that he slides across there. Couturier with a chance right there, and Markstrom with those gigantic legs throws the left one across and keeps it out of the net. So close to the goal line, puck would have to be completely over the goal line to count, but give Markstrom credit for a great reaction and gets that big leg back across there somehow. There was some room to the inside, but Coots couldn't get it turned around in time.
Now we have the Flyers bench calling referee Furman South over. This is being looked at as we, all plays around the goal mouth are looked at. So we would have heard the horn saying, let's look at this closer if they'd seen something that showed the puck completely over the goal line. It did not get there. Markstrom perfect against the Flyers this year on 27 shots so far. And the 20-save shutout in Calgary in the first meeting. 7 stops tonight. 40 seconds on the power play. Hayes wins the draw. Back to Provorov. Provorov deals to Hayes. Second unit getting its shot here. Another penalty coming up. Another penalty, so the Flyers give up the puck, and the Flyers will get some 2-man advantage time.
A good face-off win by Kevin Hayes, and then good hustle by Brassard again. There's going to be a holding penalty just after the draw. There's Hayes winning it back. Brassard took Mangiapane down, but he's holding on to Brassard's stick right there, and Brassard says, here, take it. And Provorov alertly just gets the puck quickly to the net. Flyers with an extended 5-on-3 here. 31 seconds left on the Backlund minor.
Flyers try to take advantage. Step 1 winning the draw. Lindholm and Giroux. Giroux won it cleanly back out to Yandel. Go right to work. Yandel with the fake shot gives to Giroux. Giroux looks in the middle, back to Yandel. Leans into one. Save Markstrom. And he'll close the pads.
And size is such an advantage in goal, isn't it? Markstrom just gets that big frame in front of the shot. He doesn't catch it with the glove. He just kind of lets it hit him right in the inside of the arm. No traffic in front, though. A couple sticks, but no big bodies, and Markstrom's able to handle it.
1.53 career goals against average against the Flyers now in 8 games. Becoming one of those guys who has their number. They want to solve him right here. Yandel turns with it. Cross ice. Maybe he'll drop it down low and take it back. Now Yandel this way to Giroux. Giroux looks in the middle, back to Yandel. Another blast. It's blocked. And they've got it. Now Farabee has a little trouble handling it. Does keep it in. One man about to leave the box as Couturier's pass tipped away and cleared by Goodbranson. So it's a 5-on-4 now. 1:23 remaining on the Mangiapane penalty.
Tanev gets a big high five when he comes to the bench with that blocked shot for the Flames.
Here's Van Riemsdyk. Looking down low. He gets to Couturier. Hesitated and tied up by Noah Hannafin. Flyers weren't ready for a puck battle here because they had possession. They do get to it. Now it's Giroux. Now out of the reach of Konechny. Van Riemsdyk spins it. Couturier out to Yandel with the shot. Save Markstrom, and it bounces off the glass. Stays in play. Giroux gets it back to Yandel. Yandel to Giroux. Back out. Now it goes to Couturier in the slot. A shot by Konechny. That one went high and wide on its own. Again, TK not getting it on net. Here's Couturier. Chips it to Van Riemsdyk, but he has to deal with Anderson. And the Flames come away with the puck. Hannafin tried to clear Giroux with a dive, kept it in, but right there is Backlund to clear it all the way down. The power play down to its final 21 seconds. Less than 5 minutes to play in the first period. Here's Provorov. Ahead with speed. So he'll send it in, but they carry him right to Pitlick, and now the Flames, Branson will send it all the way down. So that'll do it. A huge opportunity by the boards for the Flyers. Over a half minute of 5-on-3 time. Plenty of 5-on-4 time around it, and they cannot find a way to solve Markstrom. Atkinson digging away for the puck. Farabee joins. The Flames win the battle. And Shillington gets those legs moving. He's the goal scorer. Out into Pitlick, who muscles his way in on goal, and Hart covers up as Pitlick crashes into Hart and the net. 1-0 Flames here in the first.
Managed to kill off that 5-on-3 Flyer power play. Flyers wishing Ryan Ellis was around for that. He did return to the game against Dallas a couple of days ago, and unfortunately is not able to continue to push forward. He's going to take a step back and try to get back in the lineup as soon as he can. He's a valuable piece of the puzzle for the Flyers, and unfortunately he's not able to carry on. Nick Seeler back up and playing hard every time he's in the lineup. He's a very reliable player to jump in there and fill in for whichever Flyers defenseman's unable to go. This time it's Ryan Ellis.
Shillington, the Flames, Seeler didn't play a single game last year as a taxi squad kind of situation and didn't go to the minors, so he's been able to play a lot this year, obviously, with Ellis out. Ellis looked at by doctors today, expected to be looked at again by other doctors tomorrow, and they'll get some kind of evaluation on him, whether it's surgery related or what. And basically been said it'll be week to week. Delayed penalty here against Calgary again, so the Flyers will get another power play unless other penalties are called. Tkachuk just took a shot at Lawton over by the benches. They separate. Provorov waiting for all that to finish up, and now start a rush here in the delayed penalty call. Provorov gets the puck. Brown moves it in, but he played it right to the goaltender. And so there's your whistle. Interference is the call, and so almost basically 3 straight power plays here for the Flyers.
Yeah, Tkachuk, after realizing he was going to get the call, went and attacked Broussard. Tried to draw the Flyers into taking a penalty after he was guilty of one himself. And the Flyers not taking the bait. Good discipline by Broussard. Takes a couple of shots, nothing major from Tkachuk. Lawton comes in and gives him a tap, and the referees do the right thing. They call the first guy, and they allow the Flyers to get away with a couple minor infractions.
That Lawton's always right there, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
To defend his teammate, did it earlier, did it right there. So, third power play. Flyers win the draw. Here's Konechny to Giroux, Yandel, and now Couturier. Back to Yandel. Konechny now looks, waits, fires. It's blocked, bounces back to him. They whip it along the boards, back out to Couturier. Couturier, checked by Lindholm, did get that puck around the board. Giroux fakes the back pass and then puts it behind the net. Out it comes to Couturier again. Couturier will drop it off, but it's not an accurate pass. Yandel did well to get it to Konechny. Konechny holding on. He'll flip it. Giroux waits in front. Couturier, and it slid through the blue off of Markstrom wide. Yandel back across. Gets it back. Yandel. Giroux again winds. The pass tipped away from Konechny, went over his stick. Now Yandel has it back to Giroux. Giroux side of the net, and the redirection try is snuffed out by Markstrom. There's Van Riemsdyk with those great hands around the net. Tried to find a hole.
This team defends extremely well, don't they? They're getting big saves by Markstrom, but Branson and Tanev blocking a ton of shots in front. There's a nice attempt by JVR trying to elevate the pass from Giroux quickly to the top of net. Big body of Markstrom right up against the post, and he's able to pick that puck up with his glove.
Flames won the draw, but Hayes should get over here to the puck. He's outnumbered. Gets some help from Farabee to Hayes down low. Turning with it for Sard. He's bodied. The puck drifts free. Provorov to it. Provorov hands off. The puck comes back out. Farabee deals to Hayes. And they reset. Hayes looking cross ice. Decides to go back to Provorov. Now Hayes again turns toward the net. Cross ice pass intercepted. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Coleman and Lewis. Coleman with the puck. Coleman holds, he waits, he fires, save. Hart up into the safety netting. Need those saves on shorthanded breaks, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're seeing all the elements that Blake Coleman brings to the lineup. Did a great job in Tampa. A couple cups, and then he makes the defensive play while shorthanded, and he skates up the ice. Provorov makes the right decision. He leaves the shooter to Carter Hart. Hart's on his game as well. He makes the save on Coleman and forces the face-off.
33 seconds left on the power play. Less than 2 minutes now in this first period. Guys get control, and here's Provorov. He's trying to unlock a couple of things here. Power play. Jacob Markstrom. That's not going to help. Don't get the puck deep. Tanev sends it all the way down. So one more push. Provorov starts up. Drops it back to Hayes. Hayes to Atkinson. Sliding along. Comes back out to Farabee. Farabee digs it off the wall. Maneuvers around Pitlick. Farabee holding on to the angle. Tried to sift it through to Hayes. It didn't make it. Now Hayes behind the net. He's checked. And the Flames have it. They're back to full strength. Gudbranson out in center for Tkachuk, who's out of the box. And back to five-a-side hockey as we tick toward the final minute of the period.
Yeah, a really important minute here as well. The Flyers unable to get much going with their power play, and Calgary should get a boost out of the way their penalty kill has performed the last 6 or 7 minutes.
McEwen wins the race to the loose puck, was grabbed there by Hanifin, stays with it. Great work by Zach McEwen. Centers it, and a chop at it by Thompson, but it slid through to Gaudreau. The top line for the Flames out against the fourth line of the Flyers is Gaudreau. Up the left wing boards, McEwen steps in his way, and Johnny able to dash past him, centered it, went off Rasmus Anderson's skate. Brown hesitated though, and Tkachuk checked him, so he could not headman to McEwen. Now the Flyers clear it down off McEwen's stick into the Calgary zone. Markstrom will get to Anderson. Brown on the forecheck, really got his stick on that. He continues to pursue Anderson. You gotta like the energy of this fourth line from the Flyers. They're just not giving up. Now they're in the middle of the change. Lawton's out there. That puck eludes Brown. 10 seconds in the period. Less than that actually now as the Flames move it up. Monahan checked. Lawton to the puck. 3 seconds. Need to fire the puck pretty quickly. He does. High off glass, and that's how the period comes to an end. Oliver Shillington, the only goal scorer in period number 1. 12 shots for the Flames, 11 for the Flyers. 1-0 Calgary after 20 minutes of play. Tonight's first period brought to you by Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDealer.com. Coming up, Taryn Hatcher, Scott Hart will break down the first period. And they'll have much more. 1-0 Flames. Intermission show coming up next. Visit your local Cadillac dealer to experience the ultimate in iconic luxuries. Great scenes. Last night's alumni game. Brad Marsh with the goal. You earlier saw Joe Watson, 78 years young, out there playing. It was an absolutely great night. Saw some people for the first time in a long time, like Mike Knuble and Donald Bashir. Look at that smile of Brad Marsh. Second period just about set to get underway. 1-0 Flames lead. RNJAM Insurance safe drive is the only goal of this game. It wasn't a thing of beauty, but it counts.
No, Johnny Gaudreau, a little bank pass, picks up the assist. Shillington's shot goes off of the leg of Sean Couturier. He tries to block it, couldn't squeeze the 5-hole shut, and it flex off the inside of Sean Couturier's leg. Shillington picks up the goal. Look at the numbers there. 4-game point scoring streak, 8 assists already, and 3 goals.
And yes, it is pronounced Shillington. It's from Stockholm, Sweden. Hey Flyers fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile. James Van Riemsdyk and the Flyers. And they get something started against this Flames team, but really just in general, Jonesy, the first 5 games of the year, the Flyers scored 4 more goals 4 times. The last 8 games, not once.
Yeah, I think they're going to really have to get a bounce, almost like Calgary got on the goal that they scored in period number 1 off the leg of Sean Couturier. Let's see if the Flyers can get some of their bigger bodied players to start taking the eyes away from Jacob Markstrom. He has proven to be extremely difficult to get pucks past in the early going.
So we'll get ready to drop the puck here. Couturier, Giroux, and Van Riemsdyk out to start. He's a little sparse over there on the Flyer bench. We'll try to figure things out as we move along. The Flyers deflect the puck into the Calgary zone, but from their side of the red line, or they didn't get the puck with the deflection because it's icing. Just 8 seconds into the second stanza. As Konechny took that hit from behind. He's flexing and all, but he's on the bench. Looks like he's ready to go.
Might be Patrick Brown that's missing from the bench right now. We'll see if he works his way back out from the tunnel. Sometimes it can be an equipment adjustment that needs to be done.
There's Couturier up the right wing, turns, centers it, shot Provorov, the save made by Markstrom. Flyers need to see that, the defenseman joining the play like that.
Yeah, a real good play by Provorov, jumping up into the lane that was open. A good play on the wall by JVR. A nice spin-around pass from Couturier, and there's Markstrom right into the belly. Not going to beat that guy there, but it's the right approach. Start getting some chances with some speed on the rush.
Provorov scored in the game in Dallas. His first of the year, only the 3rd by a Flyers defenseman this year. Trying to get this puck dropped. Jesse Marquis being very particular about it. He's back to the point. Wrist shot, deflect, save made by Markstrom. That was just like the other goal, but the goaltender made the save this time. A Flame deflected it, but Markstrom was able to recover. This puck hops over Sanheim's ticket and hit something on the Flyer bench, so play is stopped.
Yeah, Sanheim again does well to get that puck towards the net. There's Brassard, who's been all over it in the early part of this game. There's the shot and the skate of Tanev, and then a big kick save again from Markstrom, who is impressively large in that net, and proving to be really difficult.
That might look easy, but that deflection came pretty close to the net, and we're going to get a penalty on the faceoff. We've seen this now twice in a couple of games, right? The faceoff violation. Flyers don't buy it.
They're both Lawton and Brassard.
21 Philadelphia, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Oh, it's a cross-check.
Yeah, over in front of the Flyers bench. Right there, Lawton gives it to Mangiapane. And that's something the Flames will try to feast on. This is a big kill for the Flyers here, and it's not a great feeling when you're that guy sitting in there. Big moment in the game right now.
Second power play for the Flames. Giroux wins the draw. Puck slung all the way down by Justin Braun.
Cross-checking. Time 32 seconds.
Flames, 1 for the last 10 on the road, but they're good on the road this year. Over 26%. They have very good road numbers in general. Second most road points in the NHL. On a 7-game trip, here's Gaudreau. Side of that in front, they swing it across to Tkachuk. takes the shot and it goes wide, and Tkachuk is just beside himself as he fumbled the puck. By the time he got it, he missed the target. He's still screaming at himself.
If he was ready to shoot right away and didn't bobble it, he would have had an empty net to shoot at. I think that's probably what he's more upset about.
Here's Gaudreau weaving his way in, and then Check got a shot off, and Hart made the save. Thompson seemed to have stripped Gaudreau, but Johnny stayed with it and got the shot off. Hard to say, the puck ends up deflecting out of play.
Johnny has worked his way around multiple players on a couple of different occasions in this game. There's Tkachuk shaking his head. Look at the passing play. It was tough where it was handcuffed. And he had to quickly turn and try to fire, but you can see his reaction. There's Johnny Gaudreau with a good, quick, low shot towards Carter Hart, who steers it to the side.
That was a tougher play than it appeared live for Tkachuk. Might have handled on the backhand. But he did see the wide open net, that's for sure. Dubé sends it back, second unit out now for the Flames. Lucic pass intercepted, shoveled out to center, out of the reach of Thompson. Will go all the way down in on Markstrom. Kept it away from Thompson, but not away from Atkinson instead of it. He's then checked, and the Flames have it. Look out. Moving on up is Hannafin. Hannafin, the shot hits the post. Rebound. Mangiapane. Save. Hart. He's pushed into the net. Flyers won't like that. But he made the save and the rebound after the first shot hit iron.
That was an incredibly important stop in this game. Hannafin with a quick shot high to the top of the glove side that goes off the post. It kicks right back out. And watch the stop by Hart here. The concentration's outstanding. Mangiapane fires it, and Hart knows that he's got it underneath him. And Flames do what you should do, try to poke that puck away, and the Flyers react appropriately in trying to help their goaltender. Oh, that's an awesome save.
Yeah, he was aiming for, I'm not sure he was aiming, but it was headed for the area between his arm and his body. He somehow was able to tighten up. Flyers had a chance to clear off that face-off. Couldn't get it done. Anderson around behind the net. Lindholm out to Gaudreau. 35 seconds still on the power play. Gaudreau right at the line. Tips it to Anderson. Flames deep. Out of the reach of Lindholm. Tkachuk turns away from the check. Try to get it back to the point. Blocked by Thompson first try. Second try. It's through to Gaudreau. Now Tkachuk. Back to Gaudreau. High slot. Fires. Save. Hart pounces on the rebound. And there's your whistle.
How many times have we said that in this game with Johnny Gaudreau firing the puck again and Carter Hart coming up with another stop with some traffic in front. Give and go with Tkachuk, and Gaudreau takes the ice he's given, fires it quickly to the net. Hart can see it. With the lack of traffic, there is a guy trying to tip it though, and Sean Monahan, who's got a great set of hands in front of the net.
To answer your question 6 times. Gaudreau has 6 shots. He's known, of course, more for his passing, but here in Philadelphia, he already has the assist. He wants a goal, right?
Yeah.
He looks dangerous. Lindholm always looks dangerous. That line, that's their top line, and their second line's been revving it up as well here in recent games. Hannafin gets the Flyer line, looks for the return feed. It's intercepted. Out of the box is Lawton. There's the pass. Lawton trying to cut in. Anderson hauls him down. Will this be a penalty shot? It will be. Penalty shot for Scott Lawton as he is hauled down by Rasmus Anderson. It'll be 1-on-1 to try to tie the game.
Well, his teammates did a great job in helping him get out of that penalty box without a goal being scored, and on the exit out of the box, he draws the penalty shot on Rasmus Anderson. There's Lawton. He's alert. He's ready to puck. He picks up and protects it. And Anderson's forced to take him down. Lawton with a penalty shot coming out.
Be his 4th career penalty shot. Bishop, Rask, and Fleury have been goalies. Head now against another great goaltender in Markstrom. He'll try to score for the first time in his career at a penalty shot right here. Picks it up at center ice, and in he goes. Slowing down, holds it. Markstrom stays with him and makes the save.
You're looking for a hole there. You're thinking 5-hole, and Markstrom just mirrored every movement of Lawton. And there was a tiny opening there, possibly at the 5-hole, and Scotty tries to elevate it, and Markstrom gets his pads across. 2-pad stack. There's the reaction from the bench. Anderson's happy.
Said he had it all the way.
Yeah.
A little Marty Brodeur 2-pad stack there.
Old school.
So Jacob Markstrom stopping anything the Flyers fire at him. 15 shots and now a penalty shot. It remains 1-0 Calgary. Flyers, though, have killed off that penalty, and that was big. On the draw, the shot save marks a real Brassard, and he fired it wide. Flyers executing off the draw right there, but misfiring on the rebound shot. Hart standing on his first try to play that puck. Gives it up the wall. And now in the middle, Brassard. He lost it, but picked up by Konechny. Whirls it in. Marks from behind the net. Leaves it for a good Branson, who misfires on the pass. Yandel has it. Yandel to the middle. Sealer, and he fanned on it. And the Flames pick it off with Dubé. Cross ice, good Branson. Led the Flames in ice time in that first period, helped by all the power play time. A slash taken at Hart by Lewis. The Flyers won't like that. Hart was in the midst of covering up. I don't think the whistle had blown, but Lewis went ahead and said, no whistle, I'm going to take a chop at it, and the Flyers responded in kind.
Yeah, hacked him on the top of the glove hand, and the Flyers take exception to that. Game has been a battle throughout. Take a look at the replay. Watch the glove hand of Carter Hart here. He's got it on there, and Lewis actually missed him with that.
Yeah,
He caught
like
the net. You're going to get that reaction though. The Flyers face off against the Lightning on Thursday during Hockey Fights Cancer Night, presented by Toyota. Tickets are on sale now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. The Lightning starting to get things going a little bit.
Yeah. They are formidable. There's a shot that deflects to the boards. Now the scramble is on. 1-0 game, 3.5 minutes into the second period. And Riemsdyk clips that ahead and all the way down. McEwen trying to cancel the icing, and he will not. They blow it dead. So they face off back into the Philadelphia zone. It is Van Riemsdyk taking the shift with this line, so Patrick Brown still missing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Thought he had some good shifts in period number one. His last game, the Carolina game, he was very good. That's not what the Flyers were looking, being down a man, but a double shift for JVR nonetheless.
Thompson on the draw. The puck comes to the boards. Tyler Pitlick around behind the net. There's Provorov, and he turned it over at the line. We are trying to clear. Lucic had other ideas. Provorov will shuffle it back around to Braun. Weston Braun, high off the glass. McEwen gets out of the way of it, so it clears, but it's right back to the Flames, and Pitlick will pump it in. Braun, hold the wheel, so he does. There's McEwen. Into the middle. Sanheim flips, Provorov, I should say, flips that. It's bouncing all the way back to Hanifin, and now it's Van Riemsdyk in center. He'll wait for his mates to get on side and lob it into the zone, and it went out of play. So we get the whistle. Face off in the neutral zone. What the return of Kevin Hayes means for the Flyers, plus is a line shakeup in order. There's lots to discuss and debate on the latest Flyers Talk podcast presented by Great Railing. There's Kevin Hayes. Gonna take a little while. That injury, core muscle surgery, we've seen it before with players. It's not like you can just hop back in and be at 100%.
No, rarely does that happen. Remember when Claude Giroux came back from his, it was an extended period of time till he got back to playing at 100%. Have to be patient with Hazy.
And with the Metropolitan Division as tough as it is, that patience will be tested. Flyers after a loose puck, tripping. No call as Hayes was tripped up. Wow. I don't know how they missed that one. As now Ristolainen steals. Ristolainen to Hayes. Hayes the pass. Stolen. Now the shot. He scores! All's well that ends well. Hayes on the board. It's tied at 1.
You saw him looking.
Scored for his brother.
Yeah, for Jimmy. And what a moment for Kevin Hayes. Tripped up in the slot area. Gets up. Gets back in the play. And the puck gets back over to him. He tried to pass across. Goes off Anderson's feet. There's a good steal by Ristolainen. And then watch Hayes here. Gets the puck back off Anderson. Attempted pass and looks to the sky for Jimmy.
That's for you, Jimmy. course, passed away in August, and Evan was talking before the game in Dallas that would be the first game he's played at the NHL level that he wouldn't text or talk with his brother after the game. Very emotional night in so many ways. So happy, of course, to be back playing after the injury, but with mixed emotions of not having his brother along for the support. Got that goal. It was for Virginia, no doubt about it. Van Riemsdyk in the corner. Drew after the puck. This game tied at 1. Johnny Gaudreau outstanding skating, and then the pass on the tape to Tanev. Tanev back to Gaudreau. Gaudreau the shot. Glove save. Hart. And he squeezes it. Flashing some leather. Carter Hart to deny Gaudreau.
And then Braun gives a shot to Lindblom in front. Tkachuk doesn't like it. He's going after Braun here. Let's see if they take both guys. It looks like they're signaling like they're going to. Carter Hart with a great save on Johnny Gaudreau once again, and Braun just trying to clear out the front of the net. Here's the shot. And Hart with a glove save right there. Snares it. And Lindholm had knocked down Provorov in front. That's why Braun came over, gave him a little shot. Kewen on the bench there, looking for a call as well. It looks like things are evened up.
Carter Hart just staying focused. Braun in the box. Chuck in the box. And so we'll get some 4-on-4 hockey. This thing heating up, Jones.
It is. It's been a very good hockey game. We've seen some great plays from that guy, Johnny Gaudreau. Some great answers from that man, Carter Hart. Markstrom good in the Flames end, and Kevin Hayes scores a goal in his second game back.
Getting that Hayes, the player to finally solve Markstrom for the Flyers. And Flyers win the draw. Konechny and Brassard, the forwards out for the Flyers. Ristolainen.
Flyers penalty number 61.
And I'm on the back line. Here's Konechny. Ristolainen goes to the net. He takes the puck behind the net and flipped it back the other way. And that'll send Backlund to center, and he's got Mangiapane. Mangiapane with Hanifin charging up the middle. Got the shot off. Save Hart. Backlund to the rebound. A loose stick or two behind the net. The shutout in front. Hart makes the save as his stick still behind the net. The other Flyer player has gotten his stick back. But Hart, even without the stick, making the save. Sanheim pokes it up the wall. There's Anderson. And it goes out to center. Konechny jumps on it. Brassard is joining. Konechny in across the line. Konechny waits. Fire save. Rebound. Brassard. It goes outside of the net. Great action in this game.
Yeah, more good work from Brassard, stealing the puck in the defensive zone and doing a great job pushing the pace up the ice, allowing Konechny to get the shot to the net and the rebound off of the skate of Brassard.
Hanifin now steps in across the Philadelphia line. He'll punch it deep. 52 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Comes through to Coleman. Tries the center. Blocked off by Provorov. Atkinson goes backwards. Yandel trying to move it up the wall, and now Provorov jumps on it. Provorov is going to play it in. Hope for the bank to Lutton, but it goes instead to Markstrom, who then had it go off of Lutton right into the slot. But right there is Goodbranson, and he finds Monahan. Monahan to the middle, dropping it off for Goodbranson. The shot, and Hart got just enough of it to keep it out. And now it's Monahan at it again. Wide open in the 4-on-4. Lutton intercepts. Charges back up. Right wing feed to Yandel. In across the line. He'll fire one in. It's off the glove of Markstrom. Comes out and keeps it away from Yandel. As the Flames go back to control. Branson in front of his net to Zadorov. All the way out to Monahan. Monahan's pass tipped by Ristolainen. Ristolainen then takes the man. Flyers get the puck. Here's Farabee right up the gut. Farabee in across the line. The quick shot is blocked. Tkachuk plays it to himself off the wall. And he's got room the other way. Tkachuk drop pass. Sucked away from Tanev by Hayes. Farabee to it. Farabee speeding up the left wing. Bodied before he could cut to the middle. There's Tanev banking it ahead. Gaudreau had to go off his stick. Following up is Lindholm. Drop pass Gaudreau. He waits. He fires. Save. Hart again. Gaudreau time and time again tonight. Stymied by Carter Hart. At the other end, a special moment for Kevin Hayes. This one's for you, Jimmy. Edmonton, a very entertaining hockey game and a very special moment already as Kevin Hayes has scored his first goal of the year and saluted his brother as he scored. The Flyers wearing the decal. Kevin, of course, the Jimmy Fund, and you see the 10, which was his number in New Jersey. The 11 Fund is actually what it's for, and they've raised all kinds of money already for school in Massachusetts. Kevin just completely so impressed and humbled by the response throughout the league as all the teams put numbers up on the board, as you guys like to say, in the locker room, and the response was immediate and substantial.
Yeah, great support from the rest of the National Hockey League, all the players trying to support Kevin the best that they can, and a good moment for Kevin to pick up the goal here.
So the scramble here for the puck. Giroux fell down as he tried to move the puck to the middle. It bounces back into Philadelphia ice. Sealer the first to it. Knocked it off. And Van Riemsdyk cleared it ahead to Couturier. Couturier into the middle. The Flames ready for that. And Dubé. One player the Flames continue to wait to develop. He turns the puck over here. Giroux. Cross ice. Through Van Riemsdyk. Couturier back to Sealer. Sealer's shot. Blocked in front. Is taken care of by Lewis. Dubé the other way. They've just sifted through it in the Philadelphia zone. Sealer with Dubé on him. Got it to Broad. Couturier out. Right there is Shillington. So we'll catch our breath a little bit. No. Turnover here to Couturier. Cross ice Konechny. Konechny holding. Quick shot. Batted away by Markstrom. Brassard around behind. Konechny races to it. Disrupted. Gets back up. Finds Brassard. Sanheim across, missed the line, and had room. Now he'll fire anyhow. It's deflected wide. Konechny trying to keep it alive with Lawton behind the net, but the Flames come up with it. Lucic turned it over to Brassard. A nice steal, but in heavy traffic. He's forced out to center, and the Flames get the puck as well. Brad Richardson will wind it into the Philadelphia zone. Off hard stick to the corner. Sanheim takes a high hit from Lucic, and they're always heavy from that guy. Out in center, Brassard looking for it, tipped away. Richardson picks it up. Tyler Pitlick will just shuffle it into the corner and head off on a change. Lucic follows in for one more hit before his shift ends. Mangiapane on the puck at his own line. Pass intercepted. Good work again by Derek Brassard, who's had a very active stick in this game, knocking a lot of passes down.
He has. That's twice on that last shift that he knocked pucks out of the air, allowing the Flyers to regain possession.
Blake Coleman on the puck for the Flames. He's checked by Van Riemsdyk, who one hands it back to Braun. They'll get to Provorov. Provorov rink wide feet, finds McEwen. And across the line, he'll swing wide to the right wing and have the puck get away from him a bit. Turns with it, finds it again. Behind the net, looking for Van Riemsdyk, but good Branson cut in there. They play it up the wall. Braun pinches. Puck goes back to Thompson. Trying to go cross ice. McEwen digging for it, but good work there defensively by Mangiapane to clear the zone. McEwen sends it in, but from his side of the red line, so that is icing.
Well, speaking of McEwen, let's take a look at the Wells Fargo great check of the game. And Zach doing a real good job tracking down Tkachuk. He went after him there, made some contact as Tkachuk tried to enter the zone, and then he chased him around looking for a dance partner. Tkachuk elected not to take that opponent.
McEwen's brought the Flyers everything and more what they expected when they acquired him. That fourth line in terms of the energy, physicality. Got a goal. Should have had two. The Flyers play the puck. Provorov right in on Hart. Carter Hart stopping everything, even shots from his own team. I say that McEwen had to go in Dallas. They should have counted it. The referee lost sight of it.
That was a shame, wasn't it? Skates really well. That's why he's been so effective. He gets in on the forecheck.
Here's Gaudreau. This time thinks twice about his shot. Got it back to Shillington. Deflection and the glove saved by Hart. Lindholm got a piece of that. But Hart able to love it. Hang on. 1-1 in the second.
Scream waving to everybody. This is the Hyundai defensive play of the game. And it's Jacob Markstrom with a stop on Scott Lawton on the penalty shot. Markstrom picks up his two pads right there, and Lawton unable to elevate it to the top of the net.
Fourth look, I'm not sure he actually stacked the pads. He just kind of
flipped them underneath, yeah. Doesn't have to with his size.
Yeah, he is so big, 6'6". 6. Lawton denied there, but the Flyers did tie the game shortly thereafter on the Hayes goal. Past the midpoint of regulation time, 9:03 to go in this second period. And a big night here with the induction of Rick Tocchet and Paul Holmgren into the Flyers Hall of Fame. This game, quite a lot of pace to it. There's the shot by Lindholm, fought off by Hart. And now Cam Atkinson from the red line drills it in. Cam Atkinson has now gone 8 straight games without a goal after that great start. And for a while he was still getting the shots, not getting as many of those lately. Here's Tkachuk. Herded to the wall by Ristolainen, who takes him off the puck. Nearly got out in front. Bounces this way, Atkinson. Lindholm, and there's Ristolainen burying another Flame. Flames wanted a penalty, they don't get it. And Tkachuk takes a run at Ristolainen. Ristolainen just sidesteps him as Tkachuk went down. And it's Farabee sending the puck in. Farabee crashes in after. Tanev up the wall. That's stolen. Yandel. It's in along. Hayes centers off the skate of Farabee to the corner. Atkinson, bodied by Lindholm. Flames get the puck back. Gaudreau checked by Hayes. No buddies come together there. Let the Flames keep the puck. And now it's Shillington. Oliver Shillington, who has the Flames goal. With the pass to Dubé. Dubé had trouble with Van Riemsdyk. Elevated, but he couldn't get it past Yandel, who plays it to Sealer. Sealer turns, fires! Snared by Markstrom. Slight bump from Van Riemsdyk. That will gather at least some kind of crowd, as that's just the kind of game this is. Fitting on a night where we honor Talk and Homer.
Yeah, lots of grind going on in this. The Flyers doing a real good job in battling, and a good play by Sealer to the net.
You want from your sportsbook the best odds, same game parlays you can boost for even more. You want to live your bet life. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Flyers win the draw. Sealer a shot, and it goes just wide. Tipped away from Couturier. Numbers for the Flames if they hurry. Dubé. Dubé forced wide by Sealer. Good read there by Sealer to break up that rush. Handle to the puck. Moves it ahead. Couturier. In the middle, Giroux. Gains the line. Van Riemsdyk. Into the middle, but off the skate of Yandel back to center. Yandel recovers. Gets to Sealer. Sealer whips that one off the skate of Couturier to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk to the high slot. The shot! Wide to the corner. Couturier knocked down from behind by Dubé. Van Riemsdyk tried to keep that puck alive. It's not all the way down. They say somehow that's not icing, so the Flyers must have touched it. Didn't seem like it. Braun now to Lawton. Sidesteps Lucic. Cross it goes. Konechny couldn't handle it, but he does on a lunge. Tip it deep into the Calgary zone. Good Branson to Zadorov. And now Lucic. Lucic pushing it ahead, but the Flyers get it right back. Braun off Brassard to Konechny. Back for Brassard. Reaching for it. Goes in on Markstrom. He'll cover. Good Branson into the net. Maybe with a little help. And another gathering.
Yeah, not as much help as he made it look like. I think he wanted a whistle for sure, but he could not see through the corner of his eye that Markstrom had already covered the puck. Lawton shoved Branson to the net as Brassard reaching for it. Markstrom covers it, and there's a little extra on the end of that by Branson. Well, catch the Flyers at home, and they take on the Hurricanes during an afternoon matchup on Black Friday. Get your tickets before they're gone, only at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. That's a very popular ticket.
Oh yeah, one of the best teams in the league will be in town, so it should be a lot of fun. Just more of that November schedule we've been talking about.
Yep.
Not many soft touches.
Which makes for some great competitive games and good tests for the Flyers in the early part of the season.
Off this draw, Flames find it. Good Branson. Now cross ice out of the reach of Richardson. Sealer got it back to center. McEwen trying to power through Zadorov. He does. McEwen holding. McEwen holds all the way around. McEwen in front. Tried to fake it, but it never got into the net. Now Sealer's shot blocked in front. Little backhander by Thompson was blocked. Lawton sends it back through. And now it's McEwen again. And he'll send it around behind for Lawton. Lawton check. Thompson tries to get it back. McEwen And now Sealer, but he's pinned. That is Pitlick by himself to center. Lawton trying to get that puck back from him. Didn't want to get a penalty there. Pitlick gets the puck into the Philadelphia zone. Oh, Hart tipped it. Yandel didn't come up with it. And the shot by Monahan is blocked. That was Sealer diving out to get in the way of that. Now Shillington has shot, save Hart to the corner, but right there is Monahan. Monahan to Coleman. He sent it to the slot off of Yandel, who just played it back to the boards, and now it's Hayes. Move it to Yandel, back to Kevin Hayes. Gets the legs moving through center. Hayes holds the pass off on the angle. Farabee in front for Atkinson off his stick. And now the other way goes Shillington. He can skate. Shillington's got it going here. In across the line is flip shot high and wide. Bounces right to Mangiapane. Back around the other way. All kinds of room for Anderson. He fumbles it. Turns with it. Goes around behind the net. Sanheim trying to tie it. Mangiapane comes out in front. The shot. Save made by Hart off of Monahan. And it's clear. Carter Hart. That's a tougher than it looks kind of save right there.
Really high danger opportunity for the Calgary Flames, and Hart once again makes the original stop and then gets some help from his defenseman.
Couturier takes a nice touch pass from Atkinson, moves up. Flyers are changing as Couturier is ridden down. And the Flames clear it ahead, and here's Coleman. Coleman racing up, Braun racing after him. Coleman tried to center. Giroux intercepts, looks to start the offensive move the other way. Sanheim off on the left wing. Couturier across, bounces to Braun, hammers it back through the slot. And now it's Couturier back around behind the net as the Flyers complete their personnel changes. And they get the puck. Braun tips, Couturier flips. Deflection went wide. Giroux behind the net. Ridden by Zadorov. His pass back to the point. Intercepted by Tkachuk. Tkachuk flips it up. Got it to the Flyer line. We ticked down to 4 minutes remaining in this second period. Couturier checked and it gets through. And then Rinzek, and here's Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau moves up, looks for the pass. It does make its way to Tkachuk. Back to Gaudreau. Gaudreau center shot. Backlund went wide. And Flyers get to the Karen, clear it up, but not out. Shillington is there. Shillington in the high slot. Backlund plays it to Gaudreau from the angle. Save made. Hart. If that's a shot for Gaudreau, he's just tied a career high for shots in one game. And we're still in the second period.
And he's sending, I think, Tkachuk to the box here.
Wow, a little mix-up afterwards. Didn't seem all that harsh.
Calgary, number 19.
Once again tonight, he has put a lot of consecutive games together and a lot of really solid defensive plays, including some good recovery plays and tracking pucks down in one-on-one situations. And a lot of this, there's a one-man gang out there on that shift, knocking down Matthew Tkachuk twice. Stole the puck here, leading to Kevin Hayes' goal that tied the score at one apiece. And here's Matthew Tkachuk poking at the glove and chipping the stick into the mask of Carter Hart, picking up a penalty, and the Flyers on the power play.
Where that poke was, I think, is what got him the penalty. The Flyers turn this puck over. Big time trouble. Here's Backlund in the shorthanded rush. Turns it back into the middle. The shot save Hart. Rebound. They don't get it again. Backlund stopped by Hart. He stopped Lindholm. He stopped Backlund. Pretty much a one-man gang stopping him right there for Carter Hart.
You see the way he moved across the net to make the second save? That was outstanding.
The Flyers power play, nearly the exact opposite result they have in mind. They want to take the lead, not give it to Calgary. Here's Broussard. Out to Provorov. Flyers have got to get the power play straightened out. Hayes, a pass that's tipped. Provorov keeps it in. Now it's Broussard. Back along for Hayes, and now Provorov. Second unit from the beginning of this power play. Hayes will wind up and fire. Blocked in the slot. Hayes trying to recover. His stick got tied up. Uh-oh, he went down twisting to the ice, and he's hurt. Hayes is going to the bench, hunched over. Just not a good motion. You could see it from up here for a guy that's coming back from a surgery like that. And he's going right to the locker room.
Yeah, he's down the tunnel.
Sometimes
right
you
now.
wonder about the hockey guys, don't you?
Yeah, that's just awful. Awkward play. And sometimes when you're coming back from your injury, you tweak something and it seems like it's really bad and you walk it off a little bit. Let's just hope that's the case.
Let's hope. Certainly if justice would prevail, that would be the case.
Yeah.
Here is Yandel back. 23 seconds remain on the power play. Less than 2 minutes in the period. Giroux with a pass. Couturier banks it in. Anderson is there. Got it up, but Not out, but he's helped a teammate, but then that goes out of play. So the Flyers will get an offensive zone draw out of this, I do believe, with 7 seconds left in the power play.
Yeah, it landed in the Flames bench. Throw it up to the Flyer fans sitting behind the bench. Let's take a look and see what happened with Kevin Hayes here. You can see him just get caught up with a couple of bodies there, sticks around his feet. You can see he's in a lot of discomfort. Lindholm's kind of hooking him on the one side. He's trying to stretch to pick that puck up and head into the locker room. Tough break.
Trying to get a report, obviously. 1:45 left. Flyers do win the draw. Ristolainen will deal to Lawton. And the slot off the glove of Thompson. McEwen couldn't play it, and the Flames get it. Mangiapane moving up as the power play is over. Kachuk out of the boxes with him. Mangiapane the shot. Sanheim got his stick on that. And now it's tipped ahead by Lawton. Scott Lawton a beeline to center. Chips his glove down. And then play back out. Off the boot of Mangiapane. Back to Lawton. Lawton in the offensive zone. Will send it along the kick plate. Out to Sanheim for a quick shot. Save rebound. McEwen. And Markstrom holds his ground and makes the save.
Well, a smart play by Sanheim, getting it to the net with some traffic in front. And it's McEwen again doing the job. There's the shot by Sanheim, gets through. Stopped by Markstrom, and then two more as McEwen just keeps on digging. Here's the shorthanded chance for Calgary, and two great stops by Carter Hart. Loved the way he slid across there and made that second save. Wow, we're seeing some great goaltending in this game.
We certainly are. 52 shots, just 2 goals. Farabee, it's not really necessarily even the quantity, Jones, as much as the quality of these shots, right?
Yeah, there has been a ton of high-scoring danger opportunities.
Provorov whistles this one in into the final minute of this second period. Anderson up the board. Puck deflects out, and there's Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau turning on the Jets. Braun trying to get back. Gaudreau with a pass back for the shot. Hart, one more answer. Johnny Gaudreau says, I can't beat him. He's tried 9 times, so he gave it to Lindholm, and Lindholm couldn't beat him either.
Yeah, and like Johnny Gaudreau, he's shaking his head now. Great play by Braun, though, and hustling back, angling Johnny Gaudreau, forcing the pass. And look where Carter Hart is, right at the top of the blue paint, top of his crease. Another big save right there. No rebound opportunity, and there's the head shake.
16 shots between Gaudreau and Lindholm. On Carter Hart, not one of them.
And 24 shakes of the head.
That's right. Giroux ahead. Van Riemsdyk feathers it in and chases. And have able to keep him away from it. Then it bounces to the side of the net. Markstrom had to keep that behind the cage. Couturier got it to Van Riemsdyk. It bounces to Ristolainen. Waits, fires, save. Markstrom. Rebound out to the high slot. And Coleman able to backhand it. And then gets double teamed by Ristolainen and Van Riemsdyk. This is a physical game. This is the way it should be on a night where Tocchet and Holmgren are being honored. It had to be a physical game, right?
No doubt. And what a game from Ristolainen again. Isn't it amazing watching this guy go to work?
They're just getting better and better, it seems, with every game. Markstrom hangs on to this puck, giving the Flyers an offensive zone draw with 10.8 remaining. And the gloves are down, at least for one player.
JVR.
And JVR and Coleman here. But the linesmen jump in fast. That's not going to meet with the approval of the fans here in Philadelphia.
No, it's not. But it was JVR and Ristolainen that tried to run Coleman through the boards, and Coleman, instead of looking at Ristolainen, decided he wanted to fight JVR.
Imagine that. Both big
Probably
guys.
a good choice, but JVR threw it right quickly at him. Good for James. Here's the two big-bodied Flyers going to crush him, and Ristolainen gets the better of him, and Coleman says, oh, I'll take this guy, maybe. And there's Coleman and JVR right after that. Tied up for a little while, and then they end up meeting up again in front of that.
$19.49 the time of the minors on Van Riemsdyk and Coleman. Roughing on JVR, unsportsmanlike conduct on Coleman.
Interesting. Little more 4-on-4.
The last 4-on-4 was crazy.
Wild.
But with 10 seconds left.
James Van Riemsdyk, 2 minutes for roughing.
There's Lou Nolan.
Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 49 seconds.
With the call. Lou did a great job last night in the alumni game.
He does.
Back down there on the ice.
Sounds like a future Hall of Famer.
He was one of the nominees. And certainly deserving that. All 6 of them were. All right, because of the scrum, the faceoff is moved out of the Calgary zone. That's the one negative of that for the Flyers. So they lose that offensive zone draw with only 10.8 seconds on the clock. And Richardson on the draw. They work that puck to Konechny. Konechny makes the move on Lindholm, but then lost it as he tried to make the move on Goodbranson. It goes down the ice, racing back is Braun again. Turning on the speed, Justin Braun. He gets there, and that's how the second period comes to an end. Thoroughly entertaining period, a ton of shots, 17 for the Flames, 15 for the Flyers. The goalies were much the star of the show. Hayes with the only goal, and it has the Flyers tied at 1 after 40. Tonight's Flyers-Flames second period was brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to PA Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. This is the new alumni room. It is the pictures down there and the memorabilia. Great stuff. And there's the team picture. The 2 teams that played in the alumni game last night. Great time had by all. Coatsy's in there in the front row. Look at that. Intermission Live coming up. Taryn Hatcher, Scott Hartnell. We'll hear from Derek Brassard as well. A lot ahead. Right State GMC dealers. Great pictures of all of them. Kevin Hayes celebrating the goal, and yes, he is back on the bench. He is sitting toward the end of the bench, so we'll see how much ice time he gets here in the third period, but great to at least have his presence. Anyone you talk to on this team, they talk about how much he means on the ice, but immediately they say he's also so important in the room, on the bench, all that.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him on the ice. He skated around when he jumped back out there. It looked like he was doing okay, and we'll see how things shake out here in the third period. But you are right, that is a seat sometimes that a player will sit that's just coming to provide moral support, but hopefully it's more than that.
No Patrick Brown, though. Flyers lost him in the first period, so they are short up front. Here's Couturier trying to cut on in. A one-handed one that went wide. He was looking for a penalty call there, but it was not forthcoming. We've got 4-on-4 hockey to start this third period. Van Riemsdyk and Coleman serving out their minors. This puck tipped out. Braun beating Gaudreau to it and finds Lawton. Lawton hands off to Couturier, who spins back with the puck. And he's going to take it right back on out to center ice. And he'll head off. Let Giroux come on. Sanheim gets the puck to the captain. Giroux in across the line on the left wing. Head up, always a shot. And a save made by Markstrom.
We have seen a lot of that. Saves and no rebounds. Score great gifts for the Flyers fan in your life at the Flyers Holiday Shop. Open daily on the upper level plaza at the King of Prussia Mall. Every Flyer except Nate Thompson and Carter Hart have shots on goal in this game. Nate's sitting on the game winner, isn't he? Yeah. Nate's going to get his first. Make it 2-1. For the Flames, 16 of their 29 shots belong to Gaudreau and Lindholm. Concentrated there. Sanheim, a nice move to get away from Tkachuk. Sanheim did the circle, then tried to cut to the middle and was disrupted. He gets it back. Wheels around to the corner. But back behind the net. Atkinson swallowed up there by Hanifin. 2-on-1. Flyers get in there to support Atkinson, but Hanifin will move it to Tkachuk. Tkachuk had his pass go off his stick, but Backlund able to find it. Michael Backlund did across the Philadelphia line. Throw a drag, but Sanheim tipped it away. That was Sanheim. He always gets
He's a little more fired up to play the team from Calgary, where he played his junior hockey. Just the line and ahead to him. And now Sanheim off to Brassard. Brassard swings wide on the left wing and fires. Save made, Markstrom. Wow. Branson arrived in ill humor, but largely missed Brassard with that hit attempt. Here's Provorov. Provorov, the right wing, zigging and zagging, trying to fight off Mangiapane. Provorov back to Braun, quickly to Konechny. Konechny plays it to open ice in the corner. Provorov after it, but Zadorov for the long reach. Kept it away from him, and now Mangiapane jumps in the loose puck out of the penalty bench. Jump Van Riemsdyk and Coleman, but Mangiapane on the fly to the Philadelphia zone. Sends it in the middle. Coleman, the shot blocked off by Braun. He gets it back, though, does Mangiapane to Zadorov. Or actually, it was Coleman to Zadorov. Zadorov this way to Tanev. Tanev floating one, blocked by Yandel, and it bounces to Konechny, who will flutter it out to the neutral zone. Off the glove of Van Riemsdyk. Tip back. Flames a little confusion over by the bench, but no too many men on the ice there. Johnny Gaudreau is halfway on the ice, stopped and prevented a penalty call. Flyers move up now. Farabee off of the right wing. Kevin Hayes is out there as that shot is smothered by Markstrom. So that's great news. Kevin Hayes out for his shift with his normal line.
Talking to Shillington a little bit there, and Kevin settling in to take this face-off here.
Well, he's got so many guys that he's played with. We've talked about all year on his team, and then he's got Gaudreau on the other side, and he's got his cousin Kachuk. So he could be talking to anybody out there.
And he's got a whole league full of friends as well.
He absolutely does. Could be kind of a "this is your life" Kevin Hayes kind of night here tonight with all the connections. That puck bounced back toward the slot after Henderson tried to send it up the wall. Now Pitlick backhand. Yandel captures at the Philadelphia line. He'll go across to his defense mate, Sealer. And now Hayes making it ahead. Tipped by Farabee, but gathered by Richardson, who plays it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Right wing pass, twisted ahead to Farabee. Farabee in the middle of Yandel. Yandel gains the line and fires. Save made up high with the stick or blocker by Markstrom. And now Pitlick will throw it across. Flyers really with the shot mentality early in the third. Missed the line, and Lucic, two big bodies collide in center ice. Giroux sidesteps Backlund. Giroux finds some room in the left wing. Giroux dangles his way in! Oh, everything but the finish. As Markstrom might have gotten just a piece of that. Have it deflect wide. Would have had this place rocking. Here's McEwen jumping on a puck. McEwen rumbles on in. The shot goes wide. Thompson to the carom. Whips it across. It's tipped, but Sanheim gathers. They send it right back in. It bangs to the side of the net. Markstrom a whack at it. Giroux is knocked down. Turning with it. Thompson. There's the shot. And the save made by Markstrom. He spoiled our theme, but now every Flyer skater has a shot in this game.
Yeah, and Giroux just made one heck of a move, didn't he? Watch this. Great skillful play through his own legs in alone, and Markstrom again closes that 5-hole. There is no holes when you look at the way Markstrom's covering the net. Clinic and goaltending in this one.
Flyers have fired 54 shots at Markstrom this season. He stopped 53 of them. Farabee ends up taking this draw, and the Flyers can't come up with it. It's Mangiapane the other way, the road warrior. Trying to get in. Provorov tie him up enough. Farabee nudges the puck ahead to Brassard. He dashes up with it. He'll chip and chase with Tanev. Markstrom again out of his net. Didn't get a lot on that. Drawn for Brassard. Now Konechny behind the net. Konechny for Farabee. Punched it wide. Goes back to Braun. Banks it to Konechny. Konechny changing direction on Tanev. Konechny to the corner, and then it's tipped away from him, and the Flames start out on a 3-on-2. Mangiapane across to Monahan. Braun, great read. He forced him wide, completely disrupted the rush, and then floats it out to center. And the Flyers move back 2-on-2. Farabee drop pass. That's tipped away from Konechny, and there's ice for Coleman. Coleman up the right wing. Drops it off for Hannafin. Back for Coleman. Sanheim got his stick on that, and Konechny will lift it out to the neutral zone. Chuck has it there. He'll drop it back. Here's Rasmus Andersson. We hit the 5-minute mark of this third period. 1-1 game. Flames have not had a shot yet in the third. The Flyers have had 7. Let's go stargazing courtesy of GMC. Either goalie worthy of gazing at here tonight. We choose Carter Hart. 29 shots faced, 28 saves. Some real testers, some of them subtle testers even.
Yeah, in complete control in the net. And some of the second period saves we're going to look at here. None to show you in period 3. The Flames without a shot just yet. Johnny Gaudreau, the shooting gallery for Gaudreau and Lindholm, who have just been peppering Carter Hart, but he's been in position to make every stop against those two gentlemen.
Sanheim down low to Van Riemsdyk, trying to fight off the checking of Zadorov. Flames get the puck though. Chuck turned it over, but Lawton's shot blocked. Move it across to Gaudreau, working on Ristolainen. Ristolainen cuts him off. Gaudreau changes direction and drops the puck off to Goodbranson for a wrist shot. Save Hart. There's his first shot of the period, and immediately gloves and sticks up. Ristolainen behind the net with Goodbranson. In front, you had Sanheim battling with Tkachuk. And they all separate.
Yep, Ristolainen quick to get back there and help clear the porch again. How many times have we seen Ristolainen involved physically in this game?
Well, after a big win in Denver, the Eagles return to the Link, where they need a win. And they host the Saints. As always, NBC Sports Philadelphia, the place to be before and after the game. Coverage starts Sunday morning at 11:30 with Birds Huddle, followed by Eagles pregame live right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia and streaming on the My Teams app. They were mighty impressive in Denver. Maybe hypnotize the Eagles into thinking they're on the road when they're playing at home.
Yeah, that was an incredible win against the Denver team that was just blowing out the Cowboys the week before.
Yeah. Figure out the NFL at your own peril. Bet it at your own risk. It's been crazy. That shot deflected by McEwen and goes out of play.
What else does McEwen do?
Oh, yeah, he's adding blocked shots to his repertoire.
Some really impressive performances from some of the newcomers to this Flyers organization.
Yes, even Patrick Brown, unfortunately, got hurt in this game, was starting to really play well at his last couple appearances, but McEwen, Ristolainen, Jones has been very good. Atkinson with the early burst to get him going again. He handled as well. Here's Sealer ahead. McEwen, I don't believe got his stick on it. He did not, so that is icing.
Well, we've seen a lot of Zach McEwen so far in the early part of his Flyers career. In this game, he's been a physical force going after Zadorov there. Nice breakout pass down low to Provorov. Good pressure on the pest to Chuck, and a good offensive opportunity here as he's shown great patience. Was in tight against Markstrom. Very noticeable again.
His face off to the left of Carter Hart. Getting to see a lot of different line mates tonight. Flyers rotating an extra forward on the fourth line with Brown out. It's Giroux this time. At least Giroux's out there for the face-off. Let's see if he stays out. Actually, this line might be toward the end of the shift. As the Flyers get the draw, move it ahead. Here is Giroux. He's going to send it in and hope for McEwen, who's absolutely sandwiched. Couldn't get in initially, but still fights through it to disrupt things. There it is, off his skate, his stick. Giroux's in there as well. Great work by McEwen. Comes away with the puck, tried to get it back to the point, comes back to him as he's sitting on the ice, and finally it goes to Shillington, who clears. But I mean, he fought through so much just to get there. He's still throwing hits out there. He's got a piece of Shillington on his way to the bench. Dubé. Pete Barabee got it back to Braun. Braun trying to get away from Michael Backlund. Send him up the wall. There's Atkinson. Atkinson, and across the line, his pass ricochets back. Look out the other way now. Lewis got it to Backlund, back for Lewis, and it bounces on by. Atkinson ahead for Hayes. They'll turn with it. Kevin Hayes, cross, tip. Provorov handles it out of his skates. Provorov then turns back, looks, centers. Jabby got it was Atkinson and went through. Brassard trying to get it back to Atkinson. And it winds up in the stick of Coleman, who finds Mangiapane. Andrew Mangiapane wrestled by Giroux off the puck. Here's Brassard. Cross ice, hits Sanheim going to the net. Zadorov cuts it off. Sends it up the wall, Ristolainen over. Holman trying to maneuver past him, but the puck was all the way down the ice. It will be icing against the Flames.
Good aggressive forecheck again by Ristolainen. Locking that away. Let's take a look at the Toyota Camry turning point of this game. It's the goal by Kevin Hayes. Flyers tied the game up. Second period. Kevin looking to the sky for Jimmy. And Flyers battled back.
Looking to the sky, pounding his heart. Off the draw, Yandel to Van Riemsdyk around behind Zadorov there. Down goes Couturier. Holman body, Lawton digging away. And Riemsdyk had a crack at it, but now it's Zadorov who will get that puck to Mangiapane, and he plays it in. Sealer back, up the wall. And Riemsdyk into the middle. Surrounded was Thompson. He'll play it deep and chase, and he'll get to it. Wrapped up by Tanev, but Thompson has the puck. Nate Thompson gets to Lawton. Back to the point. Ristolainen floats one to the corner that stays in play, but there is Tanev. Or Shillington. He dives after the puck. Collision. Bodies go down. Bowling pins out there, and here's Tanev. Everybody's okay. Flames have the puck. Kachuk trying the lacrosse move. Net at the side of the net by Ristolainen, who gives him an extra shove for that. The Flames are set up here. Tanev across. Here's the shot. Shillington locked in front, and that one hit a Flame as Lindholm went down. Flyers move back the other way. Hart was without a stick, but he'll get it back now. Here's McEwen, the shot. And it rides high off the glass, and here come the Flames back. Elias Lindholm limping to the bench. Flames will be watching that carefully. He is vital to this club in so many ways. Anderson across. Hanifin shot. Save Hart. Rebound out into the slot. Taken by McEwen. Flips it ahead to Hayes. Hayes, right wing feed. And now trying to cut to the middle is Farabee. He'll turn with it. Looking for Provorov. It's blocked. Atkinson got a glove on it. Atkinson. Down low for Hayes. Forced by Anderson. Gaudreau trying to chop it out. He comes back to him. And now Johnny Gaudreau goes cross ice to Rasmus Anderson. 9 minutes into this third period. Checking has gotten very tight here. Now Lewis in across the Philadelphia line. Blows a tire. Braun approaches, takes him into the boards. Rolls back up to Branson. He'll take the shot. Deflection in. Hart makes the save. I believe it was Backlund who got a piece of it. And Hart again with a reaction to make the save, icing the call against the Flyers.
Yeah, it was a very difficult stop for Carter Hart. Again, Calgary funneling pucks towards the net. And this time, Branson puts it in an area where Backlund can get his stick on it. The tip right there, and there's the kick at the last second by Carter Hart. So right pad on that one, and kicks that puck out of danger.
So now the Flames beginning to get the shots here in the third period as they've been quiet early, but now have three. The Flyers 35-0. 8. Lucic shot muted. Cut off in the slot. Now move it ahead. Here's Brassard. Puts in from the red line. Markstrom can't cut that one off. Giroux to it. Down behind with Branson. Will send it high off the glass. Frustration as Sealer is back. Ahead Brassard trying to move it to the middle. Branson the pass that's tipped, but the Flyers gobble it up. It is Giroux dropping it back. We approach the midpoint of this third period. A tight hockey game. 1-1. Very entertaining game. Which team blinks? Which goalie blinks? The puck is set in. Sealer back. Thompson off. Little hesitation for the Flyers a few times tonight, but they get the puck. And Couturier got it ahead to Lawton. It ends up being stolen though and played back in by the Flames. Sanheim, good work in the corner to keep Calgary away from the puck, but is turned over by Couturier. They get it back. Monahan holds, fires blocked. Couturier hands it back. 2-on-1 possible. Van Riemsdyk and Couturier. Van Riemsdyk with a puck. The shot off iron. They finally beat Markstrom clean, and they find iron. There's Couturier back to Sanheim across. Ristolainen had the puck get away from him. They'll just send it in on the boards. There's Couturier. Couturier. And it's off. Ristolainen takes it around behind, out this side, but Puck got away from him. He runs over Coleman. They actually both ended up going down after that collision. Mangiapane the other way, leaned on by Watt. Mangiapane then wrapped up by Sanheim. The puck ahead to Van Riemsdyk. By himself, so they just back it in, but it hit something on the Calgary bench, leading to the whistle. 8:52 to go. Lots of conversation. A 1-1 game.
Last call to purchase tickets for tonight's week.
See magic of the season at Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular, presented by Dietz & Watson. Explore the larger-than-life twinkling array of illuminated sculptures and holiday amusements at the Expo Center at Oaks. Tickets are on sale now at tinseltownholiday.com, JJ.
Can you read that again for me, please?
A little twinkle in my eye there when I read that.
You always have a twinkle in your eye.
You know it.
8:52 to go in this third period. Flyers trying to win one for Homer and Talk on their night. Trying to beat Calgary, which has been difficult for them in recent times. Flames have won the last 5 meetings, although 3 of them took overtime or a shootout. A weird stat of the night, 8 straight games here. The Flyers have gotten points against Calgary, but they're 3-0-5.
Wow. Is this the reverse Jackson jinx we got going here?
Right. Regulation
Let's flip this thing. Yeah.
Here is Grover off to the puck. Let's sling it in. Markstrom couldn't cut it off. Hanifin for Anderson. It's knocked down and lunged by Brassard. Tried to center it. That got knocked down. Now Brassard has it behind the net. Gets it back out. Here's Braun. A shot. Blocked in front. Bounces this way. Provorov will have to play that in center. Just chops it back in. Johnny Gaudreau's revving it up here. Johnny Gaudreau, where he's most dangerous in transition. Weaves in all the way around. And Hart met him in the post. Carter Hart got across. What a goal that would have been in this building for him. After 9 shots, that's his 10th. Career high for him. Now Lindholm back to Gaudreau. He's not done on this shift. Drop pass there and ends up on his buddy's stick going the other way. Kevin Hayes. And he'll get to the red line and bounce one in that Markstrom plays carefully. Backhanded by Atkinson. Knocked it away from Lindholm. Lindholm back out there, a good sign for the Flames as he left a shift in pain earlier in the period. Trevor Lewis. There's the door up, a shot blocked in front. And Flyers will move out. It was Ristolainen who blocked the shot. He was ready to go on the rush, but the puck went all the way down.
Unfazed, blocking that shot. The guy's a beast.
It is that. Sealer's had a really good game. The puck comes across. And Watt will fling in. Chances tougher to come by. Not as frequent, certainly, as in the first 2 periods, but there are some chances here and there. Here's Van Riemsdyk trying to create one. Van Riemsdyk banks it back out. Yandel. Yandel will wind and fire. It's blocked out high. Skips to the corner. Sealer keeps it in. Back around behind the net. Couturier. Couturier wrapped up there. Tanev. Gets some help from Lawton, does Couturier. It squeezes to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk back to the point. Oh no, Yandel falls down. Sealer trying to rotate back, and he got there. As he was able to beat Pitlick to the puck. Pitlick will play it back to his own zone as both teams go for a change. Completed those changes. Here is Hanifin. Makes it deep to Philadelphia. He's just lining back. Just really good swung on that puck. Got it to Giroux. He's back around. Sanheim ahead. Cross ice pass to Claude Giroux. Giroux off the wall. Drops it off to Thompson. Tried to set it. Oh, knocked down was McEwen into the net. It's off its moorings, and there's your whistle. No penalty, I don't believe. I don't see any arms up. Carter Hart from one post to the other. Denies Johnny Hockey.
Johnny Hockey with another.
Standing by for Flyers post-game live. We will break down all of the action and hear from some coaches and players after this one goes final. But in the meantime, Scott, we have a tied hockey game. It's getting chippy and physical. Well, it's already been chippy and physical, but what do you think the Flyers are going to need to do? What's going to have to be their edge if they want to win it?
Yeah, number one, Carter Hart's been unbelievable, but I love the mindset of the Flyers. They've been shooting first, the 2-on-1 with JVR. He didn't look to pass. Sometimes you can be a little bit unselfish and want to pass the one in the net. He took the shot, hit the post. Hopefully they get a little break and goes posted in instead of posting out.
JJ Jonesy, if the Flyers are going to get the edge, what is it going to be here?
They've earned it. I mean, they've earned the opportunity to win this game. I think they've played so well in so many different facets. That's normally when you find a way to break through. Of course, the goal by Kevin Hayes had to be extremely uplifting to the team. The fact he returned here in period number 3 also, but there's 5 or 6 guys that have outstanding games, including Ristolainen with 8 hits. They've done everything you need to do to try to win a hockey game, so the hockey gods should give him a hand here in the latter part of this one.
Yeah, you saw the number there for Ristolainen, 8 hits on the night. He's been involved in so many ways in this game, and so many players. You can break down the roster who've been very good. Sometimes you see a 1-1 game, you think maybe a sleeper. It's been anything but.
No, it's been a great game. 69 shots on goal and just 2 goals so far.
There's the total for those two. 1 more than the rest of the team. Flyers is spread out throughout the lineup. Flames after this puck. Tanev will go across ice. Tina had it. Goes deep into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim did not connect with Giroux there. Connie lurking, but Ristolainen gets the puck. Moves it ahead and out to center. Brassard pokes at it. Brassard staying with it, but finally a couple of Flames get the puck away from him, and Shillington just plays it out through center. Gauvron waiting as the Flyers complete a change. Now he moves up. Off Hayes' stick. In on Markstrom. He got to the knees in a hurry there as that came in with some heat. Hanifin ahead to Gaudreau. And now it's Anderson. Dumps it deep. Braun over. Ahead of Gaudreau, got it to Atkinson, who stabs it out to the neutral zone. Anderson spins with it there, plays it back in, past Hart, but Braun has time, and moves it ahead. Atkinson across, he's got Farabee. Joel Farabee to advance to the middle, but the Flames would have none of that. Now Joe behind the net. Take off the play there, Hanifin will move it ahead. Kachuk to Gaudreau, again, full bore to the Flyers line. Gaudreau slams on the brakes, turns, drops it back. Lindholm a swing and a miss. Kept in by Zadorov. To Lindholm, in on goal. Save. Hart digging away as Kachuk, but there's the whistle stopping play. 4:33 to go. More pushing and shoving. Usually with Kachuk, that means up near the head. Lindholm's been tackled elsewhere. We'll be back.
Toyota.com to find your 2021 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota. Let's go Flyers.
Along with our producer, Brian Cooper, associate producer, Beth Thiele, director, Michael Mulligan, and our entire great crew here, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Jim Jackson along with Keith Jones. It's been a great hockey game. And it's tied at 1. And we've seen a lot of this, Jonesy, a lot of this after whistles.
Yeah, Matthew Kachuk's been in the middle of a lot of it right there. A little shove from Sanheim, and Kachuk has a couple of lefts and pushes.
Carter Hart
doesn't like it. And more for Matthew Kachuk. Hayes takes care of Lindholm. One of the 2 guys that, along with Johnny Gaudreau, have combined for 17 shots on goal in the game.
Lindholm might be one of the few players in this game that Hazy hasn't played with or have some relationship with. So he found him and he tackled him.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All right, the draw here to the left. Carter Hart. Couturier and Lewis. Couturier wins it to Braun. Up the wall for Van Riemsdyk. A bouncing puck. He waits for it to settle. Swings to the middle and plays it in. Couturier after it with Tanev. Knocks it away from him. Lawton gets there to Couturier. Good forecheck. Couturier out to Yandel. Yandel's shot is blocked. But it bounces beyond him. He rotates back. Slows the Flames down so other players can get back. And Dubé cannot go deep with it. He does tip the puck to Lewis. Lewis trying to center. Braun knocks that down. Now Backlund drops it off, and there's Lewis. We had to try to wrap 4 minutes to play in regulation time. Rasmus Anderson banking it to Backlund, who's passed, tipped by Braun, nearly gathered by Lewis. Had a back up. A quick shot goes wide. Anderson jumps on it, carries it deep. Anderson around. Flyers try to protect the house. The puck back out to Backlund. He'll flip one off a stick to the corner. Two players tumble to the ice. Lewis from his side got that puck to Anderson. Flames set up in the offensive zone here. Flyers trying to keep it to the outside, as we mentioned. Konechny. And he did great work there to keep Dubé away from the dangerous area, and the Flyers will lob it down the ice.
Yeah, lots of good second effort plays from the Flyers. Good teamwork again, and good hustle to get to those loose pucks.
Hanifin left wing feed Lucic. Steers in and chases. Sealer will approach. Lucic this way. Konechny is on it. Travis Konechny looking things over as he weaves up. Goes to Provorov. Provorov will play it in. Konechny on the other side, but Markstrom won't let it get there. As he sets it up for Zadorov, who was told to wheel it, didn't. And now gives to Lucic. And he'll play it ahead, and here comes Goodbranson. Provorov trying to keep it to the outside. Does. In the corner. Hayes jabs the puck free to the other side of the ice. Sealer after it. Got there. Takes the hit to try to make the play. Hayes helps him out. Provorov gets the puck. That is what hockey's all about right there. Now Provorov, the pass ahead. Hayes tripped up, got the puck to Giroux. Giroux holding on. Giroux stops, waits, back out. Shot by Sanheim. Knocked aside by Markstrom. Now they'll move it up. Flames come up with speed. Monahan. Monahan up the middle. A shot blocked off to the corner. Monahan recovers the puck. Tries this side of the ice. Tanev. Does it right back down low. We ticked out in the final 2 minutes of the third. Couturier wraps his man up. Mangiapane getting a step, twisting, turning. Ristolainen trying to stay with him. Mangiapane taken to the boards behind the net. Ristolainen turns, and Mangiapane comes right back at him. A great battle there. The Flyers, though, get the puck. Here's Couturier by himself. Pumps it in from the red line, in on Markstrom, who will keep the puck in play. Now Shillington, the outlet for Coleman. He missed it. Provorov gets it back. Ivan Provorov starting up. Pass to Couturier, tipped it for Lawton. He couldn't handle it. Couturier gets it back for the shot, blocked. Lawton centers. Couturier tips it, goes wide. Couturier to Van Riemsdyk. Centers it in front. Lawton couldn't get much on the shot as he was being checked. Now it's Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk to Couturier. Couturier out to the point. Braun flips one. It hits Lawton. He plays the puck. Now turns, fires, blocked, bounces to Provorov. Provorov shot! Save Markstrom! And he's able to cover. And then Flyer gets creamed in front after the whistle as the Flames clear the porch.
There has been a lot of that, which has been good. Fun to watch. Everyone digging for those loose pucks. Two great goaltenders going head-to-head in this one, and both teams looking for an advantage in and around the crease area. Getting away with a little bit more as this game has moved along. Provorov with the shot, Markstrom with the save. It was loose momentarily, and then Tkachuk comes in with a push to the chest or head of Couturier right there. Actually catches him right in the face.
That's a penalty. I mean,
yeah, it is.
The other player was already taking Couturier out of the crease. To stick up near the head, it's a little below the head, but
that's in pretty good position there. And he has called him throughout the game.
Yeah, oh yeah. Tkachuk's visited the box 3 times on minors, so Couturier knows you got to pay the price when you go there. 1:04 to go in a tie game. Referees don't want to be the decision makers. You can understand why they did. Tkachuk probably understands that too as he makes that move. Hart couldn't stop that puck. Flames center it, but Sanheim is there. Play this way. Konechny all the way out. He's on the money to Farabee with room. Farabee cutting on in, tries to dance to the middle, and the puck just drifted in on Markstrom, who swept it aside. Farabee did not think shot right away there. Here's Backlund. Wheeling back into his own zone. 33 seconds in the third. He will drop it back. Zadorov to Backlund. He'll just feather that one in. Braun tips to Provorov. Back for Braun. Takes it around behind the net. Up the wall past Giroux. Atkinson trying to get there and hit the linesman. Now plays to Giroux. He's outside. Giroux wide. Fakes the shot and try to pass. Coleman was there to intercept. The fans groan. They wanted the shot. Monahan with 5 seconds. Plays it back off Giroux, and then Braun will just sweep it around behind the net. His time will run out on regulation time. A stick to the glass from a frustrated Claude Giroux. And 60 minutes, not enough to determine a winner tonight. We'll head to 3-on-3 overtime in a moment. Game is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. And by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Great night. Paul Holmgren and Rick Tocchet becoming the 26th and 27th members of the Flyers Hall of Fame, joining a distinguished list of ceremonies before the game, and a great hockey game has ensued. And we still need a winner. Each team has a point. Each team has a goal. Mainly one goal each because of these two guys. They've both been great.
Yeah, they have, and we've had some great skill on display as well. Lots of offensive opportunities. Giroux's been flying and zipping around guys in the third period. Let's see if he can carry it forward here in overtime. He's out there to start with Atkinson and Provorov, and who else? Lindholm, Gaudreau for Calgary.
All that talent in this top-end talent for the Flames. They're 1-4 in games determined in the 3-on-3 overtime this year. Flyers 0-1. And away we go. As Gaudreau, he does have an overtime game winner in his career against the Flyers this year, or in his career, I should say. He's out on the ice. Lindholm ups it back. Johnny Hockey. And away he goes. And great work as the Flyers just waited for him, and Giroux knocked it away. It goes back toward Markstrom. He'll give it to Anderson. Game of possession. It is 3-on-3. Lindholm off to Gaudreau. Tried to get it back to Lindholm. Knocked aside by Provorov. Tried to tip it out to center, and he got it to Couturier. He's moving up. Couturier's got help. Couturier with the puck. Couturier, the shot, save, rebound. They score! Atkinson wins it for Philadelphia. 2-1 your final.
Well, defense to offense, the Flyers take that puck away from Johnny Gaudreau, and Couturier's going down the wall, thinking shot all the way. Atkinson opens up and is in position to catch a pass if it comes across, or be there for the rebound opportunity. It's a 2-on-1 executed to perfection. Atkinson's got the goal. Couturier places the shot in a spot where, if it beats Markstrom, it's a goal. If not, it's an opportunity on the rebound. Provorov with the defensive play. Flyers off to the races. And a much-deserved extra point for the Flyers in this one. Complete team effort for Philadelphia.
7th career overtime game winner for Atkinson. A great way to end an 8-game goalless drought. And you can tell he's one happy camper.
Great release on that shot. He's back on the board, and boy, there's a lot you can take from a game like this, isn't there? That was just all-around outstanding effort. Multiple players having great performances, capped off by the goal right there in overtime by Cam Atkinson.
Markstrom actually got his
he almost
stick
got
close to that one.
He was a beast in net.
But a great night for Flyers hockey, Hall of Fame celebration, and just a sensational hockey game, and the home team wins.
Yeah, our Chevrolet player of the game. We're getting used to this, aren't we? Carter Hart, again, outstanding. Both goaltenders were almost perfect on the night, and Carter Hart, going head-to-head with Markstrom at the other end, came up with a number of top-notch stops. He is on it and looking spectacular in goal. Big reason for the Flyers win in this one.
All right, Flames down, Lightning to go. The defending Stanley Cup champs, two-time defending Stanley Cup champs, in town Thursday. Our coverage begins with the warm-up and Flyers pregame live at 6 o'clock, and then puck drop just after 7. Can't wait for that one. Tonight, certainly measured up to expectations. The greats were on hand. Two greats went into the Hall of Fame, and then the team went out and played kind of an old-fashioned game. Lots of pushing, shoving, and lots of hitting. Not a lot of goals, but lots of entertainment. 2-1 the final for the entire crew, as well as my broadcast partner, Keith Jones. I'm Jim Jackson. Stay tuned. Up next, Flyers postgame live with Taryn Hatcher and Scott Hartnell.